Hey there, team. It's Melina. If you are catching the replay, be sure to type replay in the comments. And if you are watching this on YouTube, let me know what corner of the world you are watching from. I think most of my YouTube peeps are in the United States, but I might have some hanging out in Canada or somewhere else. Hope you guys are all doing well. Tonight we're going to talk a little bit about mindset. I think that's the easiest way to summarize what this training is going to be about. It's definitely about your mindset and how important it is to only feed your brain positive things. So what you think about, what you say can really have an impact on your business. And I want to share with you guys some things that I have either heard recently or I've heard in the past from direct sellers on this team, not on this team. I made notes of just a lot of things that I have heard, and a lot of them are lies. But to the person saying them, they have become the truth. Because when you get in a negative mindset, when you say things that maybe are not as positive, you find that those things start to become true for you. So a little backstory, just something that I thought would be really helpful to share. Prior to being in Pink Zebra, I was a direct seller for another company, a cosmetic company, and I wanted so badly to move up into, upper leadership with that company. I wanted to be at the title of director, and I got just under that title. I made it to director in qualification. And I don't know, I think a lot of things contributed to the fact of why I didn't promote. But one of the things that really sticks out to me is that at the end of the day, I didn't think I was good enough. I saw the people on stage who were earning those promotions, who were, winning pink Cadillacs. You guys probably know what company I'm talking about. I didn't see anybody up there that looked like me. I felt like, I guess I don't know. I'm a t-shirt and jeans kind of girl. I'm really a kind of what you see is what you get person. And so because I didn't identify with those people, I just thought that meant that I wasn't meant to be a leader in that company. And even though I wanted to be a leader in that company, I wanted it so very badly, something in my subconscious just kept holding me back. I don't even know. Maybe I self-sabotaged myself. It's totally possible that happens all the time. But at the end of the day, I didn't think that I was leader material for that company. And so I never made it to that title. And, I came into Pink Zebra, honestly, not sure if I could be a leader. I really wasn't sure. But then I went to my very first reunion, and I don't know if you guys have compared yourself to other people. Please do not compare yourself to me. Oh my gosh, please don't do it. The comparison game is real. It's best to just try and keep your blinders on, though, because we're all different. We're all unique. We're all special, and we all have amazing skills to do amazing things. But I compared myself to the people on stage. Actually, I didn't even compare myself. I saw the people on stage, and what I saw were a lot of people that I identified with, a lot of people who I felt looked like me. They weren't up there and maybe it's part of the culture in our company. We don't have to wear business suits to our conference. We can be a little more laid back and relaxed. I think that helped. But I saw a lot of people up on stage, even the ones who were up there at the top level at that point, which I believe my first reunion, there were brand new directors. getting their boots. And I didn't look at those people and think, that can never be me. I looked at those people and thought, oh my gosh, that can absolutely be me. And so, I came home feeling like this company, my experience was going to be different. And I was absolutely right. So the things that you do think about, the thoughts you have, really do show up in your life and in your business. And so I'm going to read you guys some other things, some things that I've heard. Lately, I've heard we have too much out of stock. Well, yeah, we have a lot of out of stock products, and there are, I guess, good reasons for it. Our sales in our company are up 200%. That's crazy, you guys. Despite the pandemic, 2020 is like shaping up to be our very best year ever. And we've been affected by, coronavirus, and other situations that have delayed or even prevented shipments from making it to us. So Pink Zebras had to get really creative. They launched our Super Clean line early, you guys. And while, customers and host might have trouble finding warmers that they like, or accent shades, or even some of our Just Add Soaks accessories, there are still a lot of products available. So if you keep telling yourself there's too much out of stock, then you're going to probably have a hard time selling. But even with the out of stocks, I personally, since March, have sold over $7,000 in product. I know people who've sold a lot more than me since then too. And so customers are still buying, and maybe they don't get a warmer right now, or a Just Add Soaks accessory right now, or maybe the soak scent that they want is out of stock at the moment, but there are still plenty of products. And so you've got to keep a positive attitude about this. It's your business. And when I say that, I mean, you have to protect it. So if you get in a negative Nelly situation, stinking thinking, I'm just gonna be honest, nobody's gonna want to buy from you. So you have to be positive. I've had to explain to people just the situation. Our sales are up, and we've had challenges getting shipments because of the coronavirus, and people understand. I mean, you guys, there's been other companies that have had way worse out of stock situations than us. Like, everything's been out of stock. So anyways, I'm not really trying to get up on a soapbox, but I hear that, and I still see people being successful in getting sales. So I just don't buy into that too much is out of stock. Yeah, lots out of stock, but we can move past it. Another thing that I hear sometimes is no one wants to buy anything. And I'm not going to dissect all of these, but I just want you guys to think about how saying that to yourself could negatively impact your business. If you're telling yourself no one wants to buy, well, guess what? No one's going to buy. If you tell yourself that no one wants to book a party, you're going to find that no one wants to have a party with you. Because saying no one wants to book or no one wants to buy is probably keeping you from doing the things that you need to do to generate interest in our products and in hosting a party anyways. These are all excuses we tell ourselves that allow us to avoid working our business. Let that sink in, you guys. Another thing that I hear is no one wants to join my team. And when I hear that, a lot of times I wonder, like, how many people have you talked to about the business opportunity? What kinds of things are you saying to people? Because you might not be talking to anyone. You might just be going and posting on Facebook, hey, who wants to join my team? And you're not getting any interest because that's not how it works. Or you're having conversations with people and you are verbal vomiting all over them. You're talking them into it and talking them out of it all in the same breath. So there's some skills that need to be built. There's like so much information everywhere. Pink Zebra Academy, YouTube, and I've done opportunity events, numerous opportunity events, to show you guys how to talk about the business. And I can go more into detail on this in a future training if you think that'll be helpful. But that's just one of the things that I hear that I kind of wanted to dissect a little. I've heard our back office is too confusing. Well, guess what? Anything can be confusing when you're new. So I don't know if people have an urgency to get in there and poke around and not understand things. I mean, yeah, there's steps to open a party. There's steps to place a host order. There's steps to close a party. There's steps to do all those things. And no one's expecting anyone to know how to do it perfectly off the bat. So if you're someone who's been sitting out there thinking it's all too confusing, then I would encourage you to reach out to your sponsor or reach out to me if I'm not your sponsor and ask for help. We can get on the phone. I can share video resources. There's just no need for anyone to feel like something's too difficult when there's people willing to walk you through it. Another thing that I hear a lot is that people say they're too busy. Well, I have some news that maybe you didn't know. Everyone's busy. Everyone is busy. And what I'll say to that is we make time for the things that are important to us. And if you have a goal, if you have a mission that you want, something you want to achieve in your business, then you will either figure out how to make the time or you won't. There's no in between in that. And I want to go back to kind of what I said about back office, how you've got to reach out. No one is saying that you have to dive right in and work this business, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. That's not really how direct sales works anyways. So if you need a plan on how to work smart, how to grow your customer base, how to become consistent in your business, and take it, at a pace that works for you, then I encourage you to reach out and reach out because there are plenty of people that can share tips and knowledge to help you do just that. One thing that I hear is, and I haven't really heard it from anybody on this team, but I've heard people say, my upline doesn't help me. And the thing that I want to give you guys, hopefully some empowerment. If I decided tomorrow that I didn't want to be a part of Pink Zebra anymore, no, y'all, that's not going to happen. But just say I decided that I was going to hang up my direct sales hat. You can absolutely be successful in this business without me. So we don't need an upline to be successful. You know what we need to be successful? We need customers and we need a downline. That's what we need to really build a big, fabulous business. We don't need an upline. I was sponsored by someone who within a year and a half of me joining the business was no longer in the business. I didn't really know Dana that well yet. So I was alone, kind of doing this on my own. But what helped is that I made amazing friends and we were able to share ideas, bounce ideas off of each other, learn from each other. And I went out and soaked up as much information as I possibly could. And then thankfully, I was able to, roll right under Dana once we had some not terminations. That's the wrong way to put it. I call it the purge. The company went through an exercise about almost 2 years ago, actually, where if you had not ordered in a certain amount of time, you just disappeared because they took that as a sign that you no longer wanted to be in the company. Don't worry, they gave everybody plenty of notice before they did anything. But then I finally was able to be directly under Dana, but she and I had already built a relationship by then, so it didn't really matter. She considered me her personal team member. I considered her my sponsor, but I was still, I wasn't relying on her to build my business. And like I said, nobody here is really saying that their upline doesn't help them. I mean, there's really no excuse for someone to not feel like they have access to information. And even if your direct upline is not someone who reaches out to you on a regular basis, I'll be honest, you guys, I don't reach out to my team super frequently, but people reach out to me all the time when they have questions, and I'm happy to help them. I don't know when people need me, so I try to check in here and there, but I have a level 1 personal team. These are my personal team members, you guys. I have 68. And I know not all of those people are active. But I just want anyone who's thinking like, oh, why doesn't my upline check in with me? You got to give people a little grace. So we talked at the beginning about how, I didn't feel like I was good enough to be a leader with that previous company. I hope no one here thinks that, honestly. They say, leaders are born, not made. But honestly, at the end of the day, leaders are made. I didn't join this company knowing exactly how to lead a team. I had no clue. I'll be honest. So I've gotten to a place where I feel comfortable and confident being a leader, but that was through a lot of trial and error. I didn't know what I was doing. I had to figure it out along the way. So I don't want you guys to think any of these things, because it's going to put you in a negative place, and it really is going to affect your business. And you guys, we all have those ups and downs and highs and lows. It happens. I've talked numerous times about how direct sales is a roller coaster, and sometimes you are going to be going, you're going to be going down, and you get that feeling in your stomach. It doesn't feel great, but you will come back up, and there's plenty of people to help you and brainstorm with you. I mean, there's no shortage of ideas and help in this group. And so if you're ever feeling like no one wants to buy, or no one wants to book, or no one wants to, join your team, or you're too busy to be successful, or you're not a good enough leader, or you're not good enough to be a leader, to get to leadership, again, reach out, reach up, because we'll get you back on track and get you thinking positive. Because when you have a positive attitude, you guys, anything is possible. Anything. Y'all, I've seen it. I've been in situations where I was working towards a sales goal, and like part of me was just like, I don't know, you guys. I don't know if it's going to happen. But I said, you know what? I'm going to be positive, and I'm going to do the work. I'm going to reach out to some customers to check in with them, follow up. Not like hey, I'm trying to hit a goal, can you buy something? But more of like, hey, just wanted to check in and see if you're running low on any sprinkles. And an order came in. And you guys, that one order was just what I needed to, completely shift my mindset. I was already like thinking positive. I'm like, all right, I'm going to do this. But then I got one order, and I don't know why I'm making the small hands, but that one order totally turned it around for me. It boosted my confidence. It boosted, I guess can it boost your positivity? I don't know, but I feel like it did. And it just it gave me what I needed to keep going. And so if you're ever feeling like, if you're ever feeling negative in any way, like you can't do it or you're not good enough, any of those things, let us give you that little boost that you need. So that was really what I wanted to talk about tonight, just how important mindset is, you guys. It really is. I don't know if anyone here has learned about law of attraction. Some people don't believe in stuff like that, but honestly, what you think about, I don't know if you guys have heard this, what you think about, you bring about. And maybe you've heard the quote before, if you think you can, you can. And if you think you can't, you're right. And one quick story before I go, just because I think that you guys, if there is ever an instance where I absolutely believed that my thoughts really do matter, was, I feel like it was maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I was hosting a bingo party at my house, and I think I had 4 or 5 people come and play. And before anyone got to my house, I said, I'm going to sell $100 tonight. I was just so sure. That was, I don't know if it was a goal or if it was like, this is happening, but that's what I said. I said to myself, I'm going to sell $100 tonight. And we played bingo, and I gave away some fun little prizes. And it was really more or less just something fun to do with my customers. It wasn't a full-on party. So I set my goal or my sights at 100 because I didn't want to get too crazy, because I just knew how the night was going to go. But I thought, 5 people, I can sell $100. I'm going to sell $100. Well, at bingo, I sold 30. And I was sitting outside my office in what I call Jason's chair. I don't know why I said what I called Jason's chair. Jason's chair. And I was processing the credit card info for my friend Deanna, who spent $30 with me that night. And I got an email on my phone that said, congrats, a new customer's registered on your website. And I was like, oh, yay. Like it's so exciting. I never get tired of seeing those emails. And I went and logged into ZebraNet and checked my orders report, you guys. And would you believe the person ordered $70? And that gave me like goosebumps. Immediately, I was like, first of all, I was really excited because I was like, I don't know this person, and they ordered $70 on my website. That's exciting. And then I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I just sold $100. And you guys, it was amazing. So I encourage you to keep a positive attitude. If you need help in that department, if you're not positive by nature, I can direct you to some resources, because like, you guys, it will change your life, and it'll change your business. If you go into anything thinking you can't do it, you're right. All right, you guys have an amazing night. I'm going to go eat dinner now because it wasn't ready before I hopped on here, but that's okay. Have a fabulous night. I look forward to hearing what you guys thought about this training, and I look forward to chatting with you all soon. Bye, y'all.